car.
What?
All the love you gave to me, I've got it in the car.
What are you talking about?
I don't want it anymore.
Why?
I made a decision. We're done.
What?
We're done. I've decided, and so I brought all the love you gave to me back to you. It's the right thing to do. It's in the car.
You said.
Well, I can get it for you, or you can get it.
Well, I don't want it back. I don't need it.
Well, I don't want it. What am I supposed to do with it now that I don't want it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, under the circumstances, it just doesn't seem right for me to keep it, so I'm going to give it back to you.
Under what circumstances, Gail? What are you doing?
I've told you. I'm getting all the love you gave to me, and I'm giving it back to you.
Well, I'm not sure I want it. Whoa, need help?
It's not heavy. Here you go.
And this is?
All the love you gave me. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Whole lot.
Yeah.
Wow, what the heck am I gonna do with all this? I mean, I don't know if I have room.
I'm sure you'll find a place for it. And now, I think it's only fair that you give me mine back. Because I want it back. All the love I gave you,
Yeah?
I want it back. So go get it. Lendl, go get it. Please? Now!
Okay.
That?
That's all the love you gave me.
That is not.
All I find.
Oh. Okay.
Gail, what's going on here?
Told you, we're done.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because, remember when I asked you if you ever thought we were going to get married? Remember when I asked you that? In December, it was snowing?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, when I asked you that, you got so quiet, and everybody said that right there should have told me everything.
Everybody who?
Everybody!
Who?
Marvelyn said.
Marvelyn said that like she's an expert?
Yes, Marvelyn, yes, said that how quiet you got was all I needed to know. And she's right. You don't love me.
What, Gail? No.
And I've been trying to fix that. I've been trying to make you love me by giving you every bit of love I had. And now I've got no love for me left. And that's not good for a person. And that's why I want all the love I gave you back. I want to bring it with me.
Where are you going?
I need to get away from things.
What? What things? There aren't any things in this town to get away from.
Yes, there are. You.
Me?
Yes, you are the things in this town that I need to get away from because I need to think and start over. And so all the love I gave you, I want it back in case I need it. Because I can't very well go around giving your love because that's all I have right now is the love you gave me. I can't very well go around giving your love to other guys because that just doesn't seem right.
Other guys? There are other guys?
No, not yet, but I'm assuming there will be. And so I think that since I know now that you're not ready for what comes next for people who have been together for quite a long time, I think we're going to be done.
Why, Gail?
And so I think the best thing we can do now is just return the love we give each other and call it even. Oh, jeez and crow, is that really all the love I gave you? I mean, what kind of person am I if that's all the love I gave you? No. I know I gave you more than that, Lendl. I know it. Did you lose it?
What, Gail? No.
Did you lose it, Lendl? Because I know I gave you more than that. And I think you're pulling something on me. And this is not a good time to be pulling something on me.
I'm not pulling something on you. I wouldn't do that to you. I think maybe you should just take what you came for, and I guess I'll see you later.
Lendl, what is this? What the heck is this, Lendl? This is not the love I gave you. Lendl, at least have the decency to give me back what... Lendl, what is this?
It's a ring, Gail.
What?
It's a ring.
What? Whoa, what the... This isn't... This is not... Oh. Lendl, this is a ring. Is this a ring? A ring that you give to someone you've been with for quite a long time if you want to let them know you're ready for what comes next for people who have been together for quite a long time. Oh, but all of the love I gave you, where is it?
It's right there, Gail.
But
It's right there.
what?
It is. That's it, right there. There was so much of it. You gave me so much over the years.
11.
Over the 11 years.
11, yeah.
Yeah, you gave me so much that I didn't know what to do with it all. I had to put some in the garage and some in the shed. I asked my dad if he had any suggestions what to do with it all. And he said, "You got a ring yet?" And I said no. And he said, "Get her one, it's time. When there's that much of that stuff coming in, that's about the only place you can put it." He said it would fit, and he was right. So there it is. All the love you gave me, just not in the same form as when you gave it.
Yeah.
You still want it back?
Yes, I do.
Well then, take it.
Can I keep all that?
It's yours.
Thank you, Wendell. You didn't have to get me a ring. That's not what I was asking.
Yes, I did. It was time, and it's honorable.
Well, it's very beautiful. Wendell, I'm so sorry. It's a Friday night, and I was sitting home all by myself. We didn't even go out or anything, and I started thinking that that's just not right, and...
It still feels like you're mad.
I'm not mad. I just said I wish.
But you weren't. You are.
That you'd pay more attention lately.
You're mad.
I'm not mad. I was having fun, I thought. I had fun tonight. Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, Chad called me into the mill. I need to work. I need the hours.
Phil, I'm not mad. You had to work. I get it.
I did?
Phil, where's my shoe?
What?
Where's my shoe? I can't find it.
Well, it's gotta be here.
Where is it? Is this you being funny?
No.
Because it's not funny. It's cold out here.
Well, you're the one that wanted to go skating.
Phil,
We'll find it. It's gotta be here.
I'm not mad. I was never mad. I was disappointed, but now I'm done.
Mars,
I had fun tonight, skating. I thought it would be fun.
it was.
Forget all this stuff. Get us away from the kids. Get us back to where we used to be. We went skating. The first time you kissed me on a Friday night, just like this one. Remember? Right here. Echo Pond.
I know where we are. Where the heck is your shoe? Maybe it's in the car. Where did you put your skates on? Oh, you're in the car.
I put them on with you. Right here.
Well, it's not in the car.
Oh, shooting star, shooting star.
Well, where?
Shh, I'm wishing.
I missed it.
Yeah, you did.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just not all that surprising.
What?
That you didn't see it.
What?
The shooting star.
Why?
You don't pay attention, Phil.
See, when you say things like that, I feel like you're still mad.
I'm not.
You're mad at me, and pretty soon, out of nowhere, things are gonna get ugly.
I'm not mad. Where is my shoe? Gosh, maybe it is in the car. I mean,
It's not in the car.
I have one shoe on already, and I know I didn't put my skates on in the car because the shoe I have on was out there. I put them on out there, didn't I? With you? Phil? Phil, I put my shoes right next to yours, right after we put our skates on. But it's not there. This is the weirdest thing.
I mean, I'm not going to put one shoe on in the car and the other one out there. What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, I'm making a wish of my own, on a regular one.
Oh,
Want to wish on it with me?
yeah, that'd be nice. Which one?
See Hedgehog Mountain?
Uh-huh.
Straight up, right above it.
That one?
Yeah,
The bright one.
yeah,
Right there.
yeah,
Phil,
yeah.
that's a planet.
What? What's a planet? You're wishing on a planet.
That's a...
Yeah.
Well, how do you know?
Because it's when you wish upon a star, not when you wish upon a planet or Saturn.
I know. How do you know?
Set on the weather, Phil. Saturn's the brightest object in the sky this month. It'll be sitting right above Hedgehog Mountain over the next bunch of weeks. They've been saying it on the weather all week. And your wish is never going to come true if you're wishing on a planet.
Wow. Oh, what are you talking about?
Phil, happy anniversary.
Huh?
Happy anniversary. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I knew you were mad.
I'm not mad, Phil.
You're mad at me, and pretty soon, out of nowhere, things are gonna get ugly.
Phil, I'm not mad.
I mean, Marcy, I'm sorry. I know I missed some things, but I gotta work. I gotta take a double, and Chad needs me at the mill. He's helping me, us, out, you know? Offering me the overtime.
I know.
No, you don't know. Me working is for us, and the kids, and it's a loss sometimes. It messes me up.
Phil, I'm not mad about you working. You gotta work. I understand that. What I don't understand is why I'm lonely. I mean, I've got a husband and a couple of great kids, and I'm lonely. You go away, and I don't know where you go, but you go somewhere where you can't pay attention, and you miss your son's first varsity hockey game, and you miss Missy's birthday, and
Hockey equipment costs money.
you miss your anniversary. I mean, I brought you here hoping that you'd remember about us, and you didn't. And that makes me so mad, I don't know what to do anymore.
You lie.
What?
You lie so bad.
What?
You're mad at me, but you don't tell me, even when I ask you over and over.
Because you wouldn't pay attention even if I did tell you.
No, because you don't know how to tell me what you feel like about me. So I never know where I am, where I stand. And you know what? It's lonely there too, where I go. And you sent me there. You went away a long time before I did, and now all you do is lie.
I don't lie.
Yes, you do. You say you're not mad, but you're mad. You say you had fun, but you didn't. You didn't have fun tonight, did you?
No,
But you kept saying you did.
I didn't. I don't have fun with you, Phil. I don't have fun with you anymore. Did you?
No, I had a rotten, lousy time.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
Just a minute.
Excuse me, wrong lights? Still wrong lights? Sorry, guys. I don't have the right lights, go ahead.
I know this isn't going to be very easy, but I was just out there all alone in the world, and I got so scared because all I could think about was how I had no place in this world. Then I just out of nowhere realized that there was one place in this world that I did have, and that was with you. So I flew and I took a taxi to get to you. I just had to come see you. Thank God you're... Oh. Wait. You're not... I'm sorry. Does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding.
You're looking for...
Looking for Daniel Harding, yeah. He lives here, I thought, but... Oh. He doesn't, does he? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Who is this woman? What is she doing here? I just honestly thought he'd be here. I always thought he'd be here. Always. Well, do you know him? Big, tall guy, played basketball. Always remained center. Strong. Do you know him? Hockey too.
Well,
Oh, don't answer that. I know that's a horrible question to ask a person who lives in a small town, as if everyone in a small town knows everybody else. Ah! Can't believe I asked that.
I don't live here anymore, but when I did, I used to hate it when people just assumed I knew everyone in town just because it was small. It was worse than when they asked if we had plumbing way up there, because, you know, people in small towns really don't know each other any better than people in big towns do. You know that? I mean, you know who you know, and you don't know who you don't know. Just like anywhere else. Anyways, I'm so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, when his parents passed away, he kept the house, I heard. He lived here. He stayed here, I thought. He was one of the ones who stayed. I didn't stay, I went away.
most people do.
Yeah, and I guess he did too. I never thought you would. I guess I just lost track. You gotta hold on to people or you lose them. I wish there was something you could keep going for you need them. Oh, there he is. Perfect. Boy, it's cold. I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't believe I took a taxi from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah, this place is a little further from things than I remembered.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Well, I could only fly as close as Bangor, and I needed to get to him as fast as I could.
Why?
I want to answer a question he asked me.
Oh?
Well, you see, the last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question, and I didn't answer. And that's just not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Well, that's being a little hard on yourself, don't you
He
think?
asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you...
Didn't answer him, no. Yeah, so that's why I'm here, to answer him. I mean, I didn't answer him because I didn't have an answer at the time. I mean, I was going off to college. The night before I'm about to go off into the world and do what I hope and dream, he asks me, will you marry me? I mean, come on. I was leaving in the morning. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him I'd have to think about it, and that I'd think it over overnight, and I'd be back before the sun came up with an answer. And then I left. I left him standing right there. And then I didn't make it back with an answer before the sun came up, or at all.
That sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer. I just went off into the world, and that's not an answer, and
What?
I think he thought I'd say yes.
Well, a guy's probably not gonna ask a girl that question, unless he thinks she's gonna say yes.
I know, and I'm afraid he probably waited up all night hoping for me to come by. And I want to tell him, and I know now that you can't do a thing like not answer a question like the one he asked me. You can't do that to a person. Especially when you loved.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know if. I mean, we were kids. Yes, I did. I do. I feel like I dashed his hopes and dreams.
Oh. You give yourself too much credit. He was young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young. Everyone starts out young, and everyone gets their hopes dashed. Besides, I don't think you really dashed his hopes. Because if you dash somebody's hopes, it's kind of a nice way to let them down, because it hurts, but it's quick. If you'd have said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't say no. You said nothing. And that's killing hope the long, slow. It's like giving someone a little less air to breathe every day until they die.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, hope.
Goodbye. I'm so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, I was out there all alone in the world with no place in it, and I realized what I'd done to him, to Dan. And that, with him, was my place in the world. Wait, you called me Hope. How did you know my name? Danny?
Hello, Hope.
Oh, Danny, I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you.
I know.
I didn't.
I know.
You're so
I know.
small.
Well, I lost a lot of hope, and that'll do a number on you.
Danny, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Because, you know what? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you'd be back with an answer before the sun came up, and geez, crow, the sun only went down a few hours ago. You're early. That's good of you. So, a taxi all the way from Bangor.
Yep.
To tell me,
Honey? Dad? Honey? Who's there?
just somebody needs directions.
Awful late for directions.
Yeah, listen, Suzette, I'll be right in.
Okay.
What?
I hope you find it though. Your place in this world. Goodbye.
Bye, Danny. Yes. Yes.
We'll talk in here. No one will disturb us. Nobody comes near a dining room anymore. The thought of sitting down with a number of attractive, intelligent people to enjoy good food, well cooked, apparently doesn't occur to anyone anymore. Nowadays, people are eating in living rooms and kitchens, standing around, balancing their plates like jugglers. Soon enough, they'll be eating in bathrooms. Well, why not? Simplify the process considerably.
Sit down somewhere, Dad.
I'll sit here. We can look out. There's a purple finch that comes to the feeder every evening. Brings his young. Now, I want to go over my funeral with you.
Dad,
I want to do it. There's only a few more apples left in the barrel for me.
you've been saying that for years, Dad.
Well, this time it's true. I can't do it with anyone else. You're my eldest. And your mother starts to cry, your brother isn't here, and your sister gets distracted. So concentrate, please, on my funeral.
All right, Dad.
First, here is my obituary. I've dictated it down at Miss Kovac down at the office for both papers. I've read it over twice, and it's what I want. It's thorough without being self-congratulatory. I mention my business career, my civic commitments, and of course my family. I even touch on my recreational life. I give my lowest score in golf and the weight of the sailfish I caught off the Keys. The paper will want to cut both items, but don't you let them.
Okay, Dad.
Now, I want the funeral service announced at the end of the obituary and to occur 3 days later. I also want, this will give people time to postpone their trips and adjust their appointments. I also want it at 3:30 in the afternoon. This gives people time to digest their lunch and doesn't obligate us to feed them dinner. Now, you notice I've underlined the word church. Mr. Fairweather may try to squeeze the service into the chapel, but don't let him. I've lived in this city all my life and know a great many people. And I want everyone to have a seat and be comfortable. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Dad.
I've listed the following.
I've listed the following works to be played by Mrs. Manchester at the organ. This Bach, this Handel, and this Schubert. All lively, you'll notice. Nothing gloomy, nothing grim. I want the service to start promptly, with a good rousing hymn. Onward, Christian soldier. And then, Mr. Fairweather may make some brief, underlined brief, remarks about my life and works. Do you plan to say anything, by the way?
Me?
You, do you plan to say anything?
I hadn't thought, Dad.
Don't, if you don't want to. There's nothing more uncomfortable than a reluctant or unwilling speaker. On the other hand, if you as my eldest were to get up and say a few words of farewell,
Of course I will, Dad.
good. I'll write you in. Brief remarks by my daughter, Eleanor. Do you know what you plan to say, by the way?
No, Dad.
You won't make it sentimental, will you? Brad Hoffmeister's son got up the other day and made some very sentimental remarks about Brad. I didn't like it, and I don't think Brad would have either.
I won't get sentimental, Dad.
Good. On the other hand, you won't make any wisecracks, will you?
Dad!
You have that tendency, Ellen. At Marcy's wedding and your brother's birthday, you got up and made some very flip remarks about all of us.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Real smart Alex stuff. Too smart, in my opinion. If you plan to get into that sort of thing, you better not say anything at all.
I won't make any cracks, Dad. I promise.
Good. Because you love us, don't you? You may live 1,000 miles away, You may run off every summer. You may be a terrible letter writer. But you love us all just the same, don't you? You love me.
Of course, Dad, of course, really.
Fine. Now, I want, at the graveside, just the family. I want to be buried beside my brothers and below my mother and father. Leave room for your mother. If she marries again, still leave room. She'll come back at the end. Invite people back here after the burial. Stay close to your mother. She gets nervous at any kind of gathering and makes bad decisions. For example, don't let her serve any of the good Beefeater's gin, especially if people just want to mix it with their tonic water. And when they're gone, sit with her. Stay with her, please.
I promise, Dad.
Good. And that's my funeral. I'm leaving you this room, by the way. It's the best thing I could leave you by far. After your mother dies, the chairs and tables go to you.
Thanks, Dad.
Now we'll rejoin your mother. You didn't see the purple finch feeding its young.
Yes, I did.
You saw it while I was talking.
That's right.
Good. I'm glad you saw it.
Now, make sure the soup plates are hot.
I always do, Mrs.
But I think we can dispense with the butter balls. Just give everyone a nice square of butter.
I can do butterballs, Mrs.
Oh, would you? How nice. And keep an eye on the ashtrays. Some people still smoke between courses, although they don't like to be reminded of it.
I know, Mrs.
And let's see. Oh yes, before the people arrive, I want to pay you. For you, and for help in the kitchen. It includes your taxi, so you can both leave right after you finish cleaning up.
Thank you, Mrs.
Oh, Annie. And now I'd better go check the living room. I heard this strange rumor down the grapevine. Mr. Roman told me you won't be available anymore.
No, Mrs.
Not even for us, Annie. We've used you more than anyone.
I'm retiring, Mrs.
Oh, but surely on special occasions, Annie, I mean, we can still reach you as your nephews, if we're desperate.
He's moving away, Mrs.
Oh, but where will you go? What will you do?
I got my sister in Milwaukee.
Oh, but we'll be lost without you, Annie.
You'll manage, Mrs.
But not like this. We'll never manage like this.
Thank you, Mrs.
I think I heard the bell.
I can get it, Mrs.
Remember, women's coats upstairs, men's coats in the hall closet.
Of course.
Annie? Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome, Mrs.
Lately, I've been having this recurring dream. We're throwing this perfect party. We have our old dining room back and grandmother's silverware before it was stolen. And Charlie's mother's royalty dinner plates before the movers dropped them. And even the finger bowls, if I only knew where they were. And we've invited all our favorite people. The man who changes our Toyota, or the new couple who moved into Peyton's house. It wouldn't be just our old friends. And our kids would come back from wherever they were, and everyone would get along famously. We'd have 2 cocktails and hot hors d'oeuvres and a first-rate cook in the kitchen and 2 serving maids. And, oh, my husband laughs when I tell him this dream. Do you realize, he says, what a party like that would cost? Do you realize what we'd have to pay these days for a party like that? Well, I know. But sometimes, I think it just might be worth it.
Good evening.
To us.
Can we have the house lights up for a second, please? No, no, no. Thank you. Open the curtain. Open the curtain. Everybody come out and open the curtain. Not bad. That's it. Take home. I want to say a few words of thanks, and then I suppose there are plans, and we're going to go places and celebrate a little bit this moment. First, I want to start to say Joy Loudner, thank you